Once upon a time, there was a little purple man called Purp. And he was 6 inches tall, and he was purple. And he loved to wear purple clothes. They could have called him Purple, but they called him Purp for short. And he lived with his friend Mervyn. And one day, Purp went out into the front yard, and he's walking along, and he tripped over a lump of dirt. And he said,
"Bother!"
and got up and dusted himself off. And he walked a little further, and there's another lump of dirt, and he fell over.
"Bother, bother,"
says Purp. And he dusted himself off again, and he came in the house, and Mervyn said, "Purp, are you all right? You look bothered."
"I am bothered."
"Why are you bothered?"
"Well, the yard is full of lumps, and I keep falling over the lumps."
Mervyn said, "I better find out what this is." So he went out the front door and looked, and there were all these lumps. "Purp, I think we got a problem."
"What's the problem?"
"We've got moles."
"What are moles?"
Moles are animals that live underneath the ground, and when they tunnel, they make lumps.
"Well, we better tell that mole no more lumps."
So how are you going to do that?
"I'm going to make a sign that says no more lumps."
And Mervyn said, "Well, there's two problems, Purp. One is the mole lives under the ground. He'll never see the sign. And the other is moles can't see very well. They have little tiny eyes. They're covered with fur. He'll never see the sign."
"Well, that's a problem."
Yeah, it is a problem.
I know. I'm going to go down, and I'm going to tell the mole no more lumps.
You're going to go down underneath the ground?
Yep, I'm going to do that.
Do you realize it's very dark down there?
Yep, but I got my flashlight. Look, see, I got my flashlight.
So Purp went down underneath the ground, and he's looking and looking for the mole. And all of a sudden, he sees what he thinks are two big, white, square eyes.
"Wow, I didn't know moles looked like that."
And he came running back out, and he said,
"I seen a mole, and guess what?
"What?" says Mervyn.
It has big, square, white eyes."
Mervyn said, "No, remember, Purp, I told you it has little tiny eyes, and they're covered with fur."
Well, what did I see?"
Those were his teeth.
Uh-oh.
So what are you going to do?
I'm still going to go down and tell him no more lumps.
So you're not afraid?
No, I'm not afraid, but I'm going to take a gun with me.
A gun?
Yeah, a water gun. I just got this water gun, and I'm gonna squirt him.
So Purp went down underneath the ground, and he's crawling along, and he's looking for the mole.
I'm going to get that mole, and I'm going to tell him no more lumps.
So all of a sudden, he sees this furry thing ahead, and he crawls up to the furry thing, and he gives it a good squirt. Oops, sorry. Did that feel good? So he gave the mole a squirt. And he said,
no more lumps.
The next thing you know, Mervyn is standing there, and he hears this great thumping sound, and the dirt and the rocks are flying through the air, and in the middle of all the dirt and rocks is Purp. He got the mole from behind, and the mole kicked him right up in the air. And he landed down, whoa, on the ground. And he started rubbing his head. And Mervyn came up to him and said, Purp, why are you rubbing your head? What's that on your head? He said,
lumps.
And Mervyn said, I thought you said no more lumps. And that's how Purp dealt with the no more lumps. The end.